Hello and welcome to my February favourites video. This has been a great month for me as it's also been my birthday in February, so I've had lots of lovely presents, gifts, treats, afternoon teas, parties and lots of gorgeous things for my birthday this month as well. But I've also got some really nice favourite products that I've tried and I can't wait to tell you all about them. For skincare this month I've been using a new cleanser and it's from DHC. It's their Deep Cleansing Oil. If you've watched any of my videos before, I've talked about them a lot because when I was in Japan last year I went to a standalone store and bought loads of stuff and brought it all home. And I've been saving this. I think this is the last product that I've had to try. This is actually probably the most famous one really because this is their sort of cult product that is really famous and very successful. One is sold every 10 seconds worldwide, so it's a hugely successful product, and it's supposed to basically rival the Haircare one, which comes in very big bottles. It's very expensive. I think it's about £70 or something, but it's obviously a much larger volume than this. This is 200 mils. It's a really nice oil to use. It has very lovely natural ingredients. It has a very strong olive oil ingredient and you can really smell that, but it's a really pleasant natural scent that I find really nourishing. I think that this works very well on heavy makeup. You can use this right on your eyes, getting it right into your lashes, no stinging, no unpleasantness at all. And I think it's probably the best oil cleanser that I've used in recent times. Although the product is from a Japanese brand, it's actually really easy to get hold of in the UK. DHC have their own UK shopping website which you can buy it from. Also Selfridges sell it, the Topshop on Oxford Street sell it if you want to pick it up in store. I think Amazon stock it, Essentials stock it. I think it's really good value and the quality of the product is worth the price. Last month I featured the Ginseng Eye Cream, which is from Origins, and I absolutely loved it and I've been continuing to use it. This month I've been using the face cream, which is in the same family of products, and I really like this product as well. I have to say it's a beautiful light texture oil-free moisturiser, which is great if you've got combination skin, but it's so energizing. The smell is so lovely and zingy and citrusy and fresh. It's so nice to use in the morning and it really helps wake up your skin. It's got really great skin boosting ingredients like ginseng and coffee bean extracts, and it feels really rejuvenating and I feel energized from using it, which is always a nice thing to experience in the morning. It's that same effect that you might get from a zingy shower gel, but this is obviously for your face. So I really like it. I think it's great for my skin. I find it really deeply hydrating but not too rich or heavy. Great base for makeup. Can't complain about it. It's a great product. For hair care products this month I've got a few favourites, and the first one I used at the beginning of the month is a conditioner from Kiehl's, and it's their Amino acid conditioner, which has pure coconut and jojoba oils, which is silicone free and paraben free as well. So it's described as a gentle daily conditioner with wheat protein, amino acids for a creamy texture that imparts a healthy looking shine to hair without weighing it down, which is exactly what it does. And I think that's what's really great about this conditioner, is it's very moisturising. It really made the ends of my hair really smooth when I really desperately needed a haircut. I've since had a haircut, but at the time I hadn't, and the ends were ratty, long, split, generally nasty. I'm always stupid with my haircuts. I always wait too long and I should really get it cut earlier. But when I need that extra boost of moisturiser to my hair. So this I found really did make a difference. It's not a cheap product. It's obviously from Keel, so it's quite a high-end brand. I think it's priced around £18. If you like very natural, sort of the paraben free, the silicone free sort of element to a conditioner, then if you've got the budget for it, then I'd go and give it a go. On the other end of the scale completely, I picked up a shampoo and conditioner range which is brand new from LOreal, and it's their Extraordinary Clay range, which is a rebalancing conditioner and shampoo set. And I bought these super cheap from Superdrug, and they were £1.99 each. They were on offer, and I think they're still on offer now. This is the smaller size. You can also get the huge sort of 400ml ones as well, but I always like to try a smaller one rather than committing to a full big size shampoo and conditioner, because I've made that mistake in the past when it's been on a cheap offer and I haven't liked it, and then I've had a huge volume of the stuff to get through, which is just annoying. So I picked up the smaller one, but I have to say I really liked it, and I've washed my hair today and I've used both these products and I really like it. And the idea about these shampoo and conditioner sets and the whole range is that basically it moisturises your ends, but it makes your roots nice and light. So it's good if you suffer from having greasy hair but dry ends, which a lot of people have that issue. Or for me, I don't really necessarily get greasy hair, but I'm quite an active person. I go to the gym a lot. I obviously when I'm working on shows, I exercise a lot and I'm dancing a lot, and naturally your hair and your roots are going to get more oily from sort of being hot and sweaty and all that sort of thing, but then the ends of your hair might be dry. So this I found to be really great at combating that sort of issue, and I really like using this when I've been to the gym and moisturising the ends of my hair and also making the roots nice and sort of dry and volumised, which is for me a priority. So obviously the clay element was really attractive and really interesting. I've used clay masks in the past for my face, and obviously known that the clay is oil absorbing, and it's great if you've got sort of combination skin or blemish prone skin and you just want to dry out spots or any oily areas. So basically that same concept has been applied to shampoo and conditioner, which is genius really. They've included 3 different clays to put into this range, and some of them are oil absorbing, some of them are hydrating. So the last hair care product for this month that I've really enjoyed using is the wet brush, which some of you will have seen in my last January favourites video because I picked it up in Cult Beauty order. And it's a really tiny little mini one, and they do 2 other sizes, which are the full size one and a midi one. So this is the smallest one of the range, and I just picked it up because I needed to top my order up to £50 to get free delivery, and I'd heard a lot about the wet brush and that a lot of people thought that it's actually better than the Tangle Teezer. I have a Tangle Teezer, I liked it, I got a lot along with it, but I thought why not try it, and it was so cute that I thought it'd be really useful for travel, and you know, it wasn't too expensive, and I've loved it. I have to say, I think I do agree that it is better for getting your knots out than the Tangle Teezer. I mean, I don't have hugely knotty hair, I don't have curly hair, I don't have coarse hair, so you know, for a lot of people that is a really big deal, but I do think that when I do have knots and when I have washed my hair and I do run this through it, it just never catches, but you really feel like you're brushing your hair. With a Tangle Teezer you do feel like it's smoothing, but sometimes I think maybe if you've got sort of very knotty hair underneath, it might not sort of get through those knots as effectively because the bristles aren't as strong as this one. And I really think that it's a brilliant product, and I've also used it in the shower as a wet brush that it's obviously designed to be, to apply conditioner with. So I pop the conditioner onto the brush and then I brush it through the ends of my hair, and again that is a really brilliant way to apply conditioner. It really smooths out the hair while you're in the shower, and then you know you're going to avoid all those knotty sort of situations occurring. I was very impressed with this brush, and I think it's really great for using in the shower as well as after the shower to detangle your hair and stop it from breaking. For makeup favourites this month, I've been really enjoying using a new lipstick, which is actually a new product to the Maybelline line, and it's their lipstick, which is from their Colour Sensation range, which the product looks like this on the shelf, and it's in the shade 157, which is called More to Adore. I actually featured this in my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial as I picked it up thinking it was perfect for a date night look, and a really pretty pink shade. It's from their Blush Nudes collection, and it's one of I think 5 new shades, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I've got it on right now, and I've been going towards this lipstick the whole month. I wore it on my birthday, I wore it when I went out, I just absolutely love it, and I'll put a little bit more on just so you can see the colour a bit more strongly. It has a really lovely creamy texture, and it has some honey nectar ingredient in it as well. So I find that it's really moisturising, but still has that nice nude kind of pinky, blushy, rosy sort of shade. I find that also it wears off really well, which I always think is a really good thing about a lipstick, if it wears off well. Obviously in an ideal world we'd want it to stay on and not move and be there all day and be fantastic, but a lot of the time if you have that sort of lipstick, it's quite a drying lipstick or a mattifying lipstick, and sometimes even those ones can smudge. Whereas this one obviously wears off really beautifully if you're drinking or eating, so again that's why I put it in my date night tutorial, because I thought if you're going out for dinner or drinks, or if you're going to kiss someone, then it's going to wear off really beautifully and not look like you've got a weird stain around the outside. It hasn't bled at all. I think it's a really lovely quality lipstick as well. Another makeup favourite for me this month has been a blusher, and it's been my NARS Matte Multiple in the colour Anguilla. Now I will show you my product, but it doesn't really do it justice because it's a little bit old, and I kind of rekindled my love for it in the last month, and I've used it in my Valentine's date night tutorial as well, and it's a cream product which is called a multiple because you can use it on your cheeks, lips, body, eyes, wherever you really want to use it you can use it, but I particularly like using it as a cream blusher. And yes, it is matte, but it's not as shiny and glossy as the sort of standard cream blushes, which I like because I've got a combination skin and I don't want to get that sort of slipping effect which some cream blushes can do if you've got not really a dry skin, if you've got more of a combination or an oily skin. So I used it a lot this month. It's a lovely soft pinky colour. I think it's described as a ginger pink online from NARS, and the packaging, as I was saying, has been very much worn off. But anyway, it doesn't matter because the product is brilliant, and I really liked using it as a sort of base blusher. So I would apply my foundation, then apply it on my cheeks, then apply powder, then apply blush powder on top, sort of set it. And I used MAC Fleur Palette with this one, which I think works very, very well as a sort of colour match. I find it makes the blush last very, very well and for a long, long time. So if you want to see how that's used in action, then have a look at my Valentine's Day look tutorial, which I will link below. Another favourite on the makeup front this month has been a mascara, and it's from Rimmel, and it's their Day to Night mascara, which I've also used in my Valentine's Day night look. When I did that look last month for Valentine's, I just really loved it, and I kept doing that same makeup look. So because of that, a lot of the products I used in that tutorial are my favourites this month. Anyway, back to the product. The volume and a lengthening brush, which is kind of in the same product, and it's just the way that you sort of pull it out that you get slightly different effect from the mascara. So when you use sort of the both ends together, you get the volumizing, and then they say if you sort of unscrew the lengthening one on its own, you get a different kind of mascara effect. I think basically it pulls out through the other wand, and it just basically makes the mascara a lot more fine, so that makes it more lengthening. And I have to say, when you do the sort of lengthening first and then do the volume afterwards, you get real punchy eyelashes, and I've got that mascara on today. I just curled my eyelashes and just used this. I didn't use any primer, I've just used this mascara and a couple of coats. And I'll insert a photograph of what the mascara looks like, sort of with the lengthening on one and the voluming on the other. I think if I've done it right, the one on your right hand side should be the lengthening one, and the one on the left hand side should be the volumizing one. So I think the mascara is really, really great for the price. I think you can achieve a really great effect with your eyelashes with this product. The last two products that I've really enjoyed using this month, and some of you won't be surprised if you saw them last month in my Cult Beauty haul, are the Shimmering Skin Perfectors from Becca, and it's the pressed one and the liquid one. And I've just loved using these, and they're in the shade Opal. And I got them in a little gift set, which was really, really good value, which was £20. And the full size obviously is more expensive, but they're much bigger because these are little dinky baby ones. So I've really, really enjoyed using both of them, and I'd probably use the pressed one a little bit more than the liquid one, but I've really enjoyed using them both for different reasons. I think they're such versatile products. And I'm going to pop a little bit of the powder one on now for you. I'll just use a fan brush, and I'm just going to adjust a little bit onto my brush, tap off the excess, and then I'm going to apply it in a C shape onto sort of my eye socket area and sort of cheekbone. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I just think it's so effective, and it's just so pretty on your skin. And I think actually the opal colour is a really flattering colour, and I found that I loved using it onto that area in that sort of C shape. I've also used it on my sort of décolletage and sort of shoulders as well, which I did on my party as well, and I think it gave a really lovely glow. And the good thing about it on your body, sometimes you like to use sort of shimmer oils and stuff, is it obviously doesn't transfer onto your clothes. So I liked using it on that upper body, but then the liquid version, and I mixed it with my moisturiser and I applied that to my legs to give a nice shimmering sheen effect to my legs. I think that the opal colour is really, really flattering. I think it's very soft, and it's got that sort of slightly goldeny hue, which I think will be really lovely for summer when we start sort of bronzing up a little bit more. For fitness and well-being favourites this month, I've been really hitting the gym because I want to look good for my birthday party in February, so I was going to the gym a lot, and so because I've been spending a lot of time there, sort of favourites sort of have fallen into that category a bit more this month, and one of them has been my Brita filter bottle. Really dull sort of favourite, but a really good one. And filtered water is obviously much better for you. It filters out sort of some impurities which is found in tap water, and we can't all afford to buy Evian every day, so this is a great sort of solution for that. It's so easy to use in the gym, and that's why I love it, because it's a sort of easy flick open with the lid. You can do it with one hand, Obviously you can drink it, but you don't have to tilt it, and I think that's what's really great when you're exercising. And so it comes with this lid, and it has obviously the straw into the bottle, and then underneath that you have the filter, which is this little carbon filter in here, which you have to replace obviously quite often, just like you would in a normal Brita filter. So a really great product for the gym. The other thing that I really enjoyed in the gym this month was listening to podcasts, and I've broken myself into podcasts with the #1 most listened to podcast ever, which I know I'm the last to the party probably, is Serial, and I really found it addictive. I actually started listening to it in the car earlier in the year, but then I've continued listening to the first season of Serial in the gym, and I've also started the second series as well, which started at the end of last year. If you haven't heard of Serial, basically it's an American journalist who has basically followed an American murder case, which there was sort of some missing pieces and some missing evidence, but a conviction was made. Sarah Koenig is the name of the journalist who's leading the sort of investigation, and it's a one story told week by week is basically the concept of the show, and it's just really fascinating to listen to someone go into the depth of the detail that she has done in the cases that she's talked about. It gives you a different sort of perspective on something that I know nothing about really, which is sort of law and court and investigative journalism and all those things. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, I know there's lots of related sort of series going on Netflix, like Making a Murderer, and there's all that sort of interest into sort of crime and investigation of crime. So if you're interested in that at all, then I'd really recommend listening to the podcast. I really found it to be a really great way to sort of distract me enough to keep going on the cardio a little bit longer than I normally would with just music, because I was so engrossed into the podcast that I didn't mind like going that little kilometre further, or like extra 10 minutes or whatever it was that I needed to achieve, and it's free, so what's not to love. So for dance and theatre this month, I haven't been to the theatre or seen anything in February, as I've been mostly distracted with my birthday, but I have some news for you, as I'm going to be starting a new West End show, and I'm going to join the company of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is on at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane, which I'm so excited to be performing at. It's such a historic theatre. There's been a theatre on that plot of land in London for 400 years, so it's a seriously historic building, place, aura, whatever you want to call it, for theatre, and I'm really excited to be joining the cast of Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I will be joining them as a swing, which means that I basically have to learn all the girls in the ensemble's tracks, and then if they're sick, ill or injured or on holiday, then I will be on for them. So it's quite a complicated role, and there are some other swings as well, so I won't be alone, but I'll have a lot of learning to do in rehearsals. That's it for February favourites this month. I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing which products I've really enjoyed using this month, and all the links will be in the description bar below. Please subscribe to keep up to date with all my latest videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.